Well, guys, good morning, or I bet it's afternoon. And it doesn't feel like such a good morning. You know, recently I was telling you about Tom passing away very suddenly, like within minutes. He just arrived back at home, made it up a few steps, and passed away from leaving the hospital. And very sad, very, very sad. I've known Tom for a long time, since I've been here. And then yesterday, Richard, who used to be here all the time, and the strange thing is he moved here, from here, to Roxas, Palawan, which is another Roxas, but not a city. And it was where a friend of ours, James, who was a regular at the Beaver, really great guy, we all got along with him very well, where he had moved after a separation with his wife. So, yeah, beach is very dirty today. Holy crap, look at all that garbage. Depends where the currents are coming from, I guess. Anyway, so Richard contacted me yesterday. By the way, Dad Bod goes abroad, and he just made a video about his time with James. Anyway, and he notified me that James had just passed away. I think it was within 3 hours of him telling me. And that's terrible. They believe it's a heart attack, and needed some help contacting the family of his wife here in Roxas City. Got some music here, so I'll pick it up in a second. So losing Tom and losing James at the same time like that, within days of each other, you know, that was obviously really hard. And then it was like the first person I contacted to say, hey, do you know where I can get a hold of his wife? He's like, oh my God, guess what, Rocky just passed away same day. Rocky's another friend of ours. He's come to the Beaver many, many times. That's where I met him. I believe he's from New York or New Jersey. He's got one of those accents, you know? And so he just passed away also suddenly. Very quick in both these cases. I don't know about you, but you know, I'm not up there in age that much. I'm 50 now, but it certainly does make you rethink, like, or restart your thinking, I guess. Not like I don't ever think about it, but really, really put the humanity into everything and how frail it all is. And by the way, it is the weekend. It's Sunday, so you're going to hear a lot of karaoke. As long as I'm not too close, it should be all right. So, yeah, like I've already, like in the last few days, I've already, like, that's it. I'm switching. No more sugars for me. I barely ever drink alcohol. It is, but done. Yeah, I'm just trying to even carbs. I've cut out carbs, and I'm sticking to only very, very, very unprocessed healthy foods. Can't convince Catherine just yet to join me entirely, but it's all right. She's still young. Yeah, makes me really, really rethink. And plus, Catherine's been going to the hospital almost every day. She was just there yesterday. She's not going today, thankfully. She's picking up some medications today. And her tumor is fast growing, or not tumor, cyst. God, don't say tumor. It's a fast growing tumor. Oh, I just said it again. A cyst. It's a fast growing cyst, but it is benign. It's what they call a water cyst, that kind of thing. But it's doubled in size in a week between the two different scans. But they still don't think operating is prudent at this point, because there's always a risk with operations. And if in this case, they're like, yeah, it's very likely it'll go down with the medication. It may pop, it's just water. It's just gonna be very, you know, a little bit painful, and there's some at times and everything else. So, but they are monitoring it very regularly. She's been to 3 different hospitals. She's had multiple doctors. The good thing is we have a lot of support here in Roxas City, so where we know doctors personally and things, and so they are all trying to help to make sure that this is dealt with properly. So I know there's a lot of people like, go to Manila, go to here, go to there, and yeah, we have front of line service with a lot of people, and people that would absolutely not want their name attached to something actually, you know, of doing wrong by her. So it is, we're in good hands. We're in good hands. But anyway, it's just this reflecting on everything. So if you are coming here to the Philippines and you get comfortable, you know, you come to here and you start fitting into a life here, and it's very relaxing. It really is. There's no high pressure for anything here. Just make sure like you don't forget your health. Try to stay active. Like, not everybody's going to go to the gym, I get it, but go for long walks, you know, every day. Bring yourself out of the house. Try not to start drinking at 10 a.m. and finish at 10 p.m. or 2 in the morning or something. That's just not healthy. It really isn't healthy. Everything in moderation, as they say. And, you know, make sure you have health insurance. I don't get commission for you signing up or anything like that, but I always put Michael Onstad's link in the description of my videos because I know how important it is here. And I think a lot of people are used to, they think of like American type health insurance. It should be like $1,000 a month or something. And it's not that at all. And you can get zero deductible. You can get US plan or Philippines plan. So if you want to travel to other countries and stuff, like, he offers it all. And the good thing is he won't lie to you. Like, he'll make it clear, they're not going to cover that. They're not going to cover this. He'll just tell you the truth. Because there is no such thing as an insurance company that just pays everything all the time without any questions or without any issue. It just doesn't, they're private companies that are making profit. But anyway, make sure you got all that. And go to your doctors every once in a while. Doctors are so cheap here. 450, 500 pesos. If it's like a psychiatrist, it might be 1,000 pesos. So we were talking less than $20. Go and get checked up every once in a while. Even a full blood work, urine, EKG, everything else is going to be about 4,000 pesos, about 60 bucks. Do that once a year. Find out what's going on with your body and everything else. And then, you know, make changes in your life before you have problems. Yeah. Anyway, it made me really rethink, like, how am I taking care of myself and everything, and what I should do differently going forward to make sure that I don't end up next in the morgue type thing. So anyway, rest in peace, brothers. 3 of you were great people. I enjoyed all of your company. And each of you were always wonderful to everybody around you. They were very well loved guys. So yeah, I just hate to see it happen. I know everybody's got their day, and their day can be whatever, but yeah, just got to take care of yourself and do what you can to make it a little further down. I have never seen this much garbage on the beach at any day. I don't know where the tide's coming from, but like, this is just, wow. Like, it's Sunday, so yeah, there are a lot of people out on the beach here. But like, there's just so much garbage. This isn't a normal thing. This is an unusual tide, and I don't know if something happened. Maybe there was some big, I don't know, storm somewhere, and it dragged, or a flood, and it dragged everything to the ocean and ended up here. But that is not normal at all. And I know a lot of you are like, I wish the city would clean it up and have regular people cleaning and everything. I know. And we do have organized ones. We do. It's a couple times a year. It just doesn't make a dent because the next tide comes in and it's all new garbage again. It's very frustrating. But places like Boracay, every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, they clean the beach. So you never see anything. It's the same ocean, same island. But yeah, they clean it up immediately. You never see it. Hopefully one day we can get to that point here too. That'd be nice. Because, well, tourism will just never take off if you leave it looking like this. But again, I've never seen it like this bad before. Never. Unusual, very unusual. I wonder if the seaweed drags most of it in. Not sure. I just want to break into this really quick. The charity I deal with, we do a lot of cleft palate surgeries for children and everything. And you'll notice the videos have dropped off for those. And that is because, yes, we got some donations from people like you guys who came in and donated, and it helped top things up. But a large percentage of the funding for that was coming from the United States, from Smile Train. And now Smile Train just announced, and it was official yesterday, that they will no longer be funding any charities out this way. Like, so I think it was all of Asia, but definitely not the Philippines. And so that's a huge amount for us. It cost $60,000 US to do 100 children. Plastic surgeons, everything. We don't pay for the plastic surgeons, but we have to fly them in. We have to put them up. We have 50 OR nurses. We feed people for 3 days, all their families, everything. We bring their health up to a point where they can handle surgeries, because these are some of the poorest families in the most distant and remote places where these cleft palates aren't discovered at the time of birth because, well, they never made it to any hospital or anything like that. And then these kids grow up with the deformities on their face, and they will never have a good future while they're in that state. And so we have managed to do over 6,900 kids. That's an amazing thing. Anyway, lost the funding. Now we have to figure it out, and we need more people like yourselves to help out, even if it's $5. We have a GoFundMe now. Instead of, you can still go to SuluGardenFoundation.org, but you can also now use the GoFundMe if you prefer that. Some people are like, oh, I have an account on GoFundMe. It's just so much easier. Great, wonderful, here you go. And let's see if we can't get a campaign going again, help up 100 children, and we'll go from there for the next campaign after that. But it's a good way to give back. And hey, what's $5? One less coffee at Starbucks, and yet it makes a big impact here. Anyway, so stay tuned for our next video, by the way. We have to make a decision. June 1st of this year, our lease is up, and we're gonna have to figure out where are we gonna live. Kind of learned a lot from living on the beach here, that it's just a never-ending maintenance and dealing with issues. And I can go 2 blocks away when it's just like absolutely stormy, and you have to keep everything closed, and wind and rain's coming in every direction. And I go 2 blocks away, and it's like nothing's happening at all. There's a price to be paying to live on the ocean, to hear the crashing waves and all that. And yeah, so I'm rethinking that whole thing. My other thing was like a mountain view overlooking everything, where you get the cooler air and the breeze and everything, but you don't get the damages of the salt air and the tides and things like that. So there are things, so stay tuned. We'll explain to you what our thoughts are. We don't have plans just yet. It's a plan to do something about it, but in the next little while. And we're gonna get maybe some of your help to figure out where that should be, where we should be looking, I should say, and then make a decision by June. We love it here in Roxas City, but if we can't find anything that suits what we're looking for, maybe it's time to start a new adventure in a whole different area. I don't know. But our first priority is to figure it out here, because we do love it here. And it's obviously so much easier to live here. All our friends are here, and we know where everything is, and anything we bought, we can easily move. And there's just so many reasons why, of course, this would be our number one. But number two would be, okay, now where? Now where do we go and balance it all out? I love new adventures, so I'm not afraid of starting anew on a different island or anything, not at all. I'd love that, that would be exciting. But I know I'd miss everything here too. Okay guys, thank you very much, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.
Myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn